Iran and US plan massive $300 billion investment fund. Hello and welcome to today's international news briefing. A major economic development may soon reshape relations between Iran and the United States. Sources familiar with ongoing negotiations say a proposed agreement between the two countries includes the creation of a private investment fund worth up to $300 billion. According to reports, more than half of the money has already been pledged by private companies and investors from several regions, including the United States, the Gulf states, Asia, South America, and Africa. The fund is expected to support large-scale projects in Iran, focusing on sectors such as energy, transportation, logistics, and manufacturing. Unlike traditional aid packages, this initiative would not involve government grants or taxpayer money. Instead, it would rely entirely on private sector investment. The proposal is part of a broader diplomatic effort aimed at ending months of conflict between Washington and Tehran. Negotiators are reportedly preparing to sign a preliminary framework agreement that could open the door to a final peace deal in the coming months. If implemented, the investment fund could help rebuild infrastructure damaged during the conflict, including industrial facilities, transportation hubs, and energy installations. Supporters believe the plan would create economic incentives for both sides to maintain stability and continue negotiations. Iran remains one of the largest economies in the Middle East, with vast oil and natural gas reserves, a large workforce, and significant industrial capacity. However, decades of sanctions and political tensions have limited foreign investment and restricted access to global financial markets. Political analysts say the proposed fund could mark a turning point. By encouraging international investors to enter the Iranian market, the agreement could provide new opportunities for economic growth while also reducing regional tensions. However, several important questions remain unanswered. Details about how the fund will be managed, who will oversee investments, and what conditions Iran must meet before receiving the money have not yet been finalized. Experts caution that the plan still depends on a final agreement being signed. Negotiations over sanctions, nuclear issues, and regional security are expected to continue during the coming weeks. For now, the proposed $300 billion fund represents one of the most ambitious economic initiatives ever discussed between Iran and the United States. Whether it succeeds may depend on the ability of both sides to transform a preliminary framework into a lasting political settlement. That's all for today's update. Thank you for listening.